Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Monday, August 5th, 2024. Well, it's a day with some major twists and turns to it, a lot of shifting energy today. The sun today is at 13, moving to 14 degrees, a grand and glorious fire sign Leo. So, of course, we're here in the gold, symbolizing the sun-ruled sign of Leo, and the moon is just coming off, the new moon, still in the latter degrees of Leo as well. So at least for the early part of the day, both the lights are in Leo, and that's still that energy of coming out and celebrating and being expressive and just shining your light. Then the energy shifts later in the day. Now Venus, a planet of love and affection, yesterday moved from Leo into the more humble and serviceful earth sign of Virgo. And so we will see Venus conjoining the moon later in the day. Now, of course, this is also the first day of Mercury retrograde. Turned retrograde overnight last night at 4 degrees of Virgo, which means for the next 3 weeks we have the opportunity to review, rethink, redo. So all of the things, that you want to back up your computer, you want to make sure that, everything in the car is working right. All of these things that are notorious for going wrong under Mercury retrograde could have happened because Mercury is in one of its home signs, Virgo. So take precautions wherever you can and just don't get frustrated. It's one of those times where things could go wrong, but just deal with it as best you can. Now, the moon early in the day is also a little volatile because it makes a hard square 90-degree angle to Uranus, the planet of upsets and sudden change, freedom from the known, as I like to say, from 26 degrees of Leo to Uranus at 26 degrees of Taurus, and that occurs at 8:16 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11:16 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 4:16 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, so be careful in the morning. If something gets your goat, I won't be terribly surprised, but deal with it. The moon then makes an awkward inconjunct, 150 degree, adapt, adjust, accommodate angle to Neptune, which is sitting at 29 degrees of its home sign of Pisces, so on its way out of Leo. Our dreams and our ideals, our sense of, gee, this shouldn't be happening, something else should be happening, come into play. And then the moon moves into the humble, organized, and serviceful-oriented sign of Virgo at 2:17 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 5:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 10:17 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Shortly thereafter, it makes another awkward inconjunct to Pluto, which is sitting at 0 degrees of Aquarius, and then, hallelujah, conjoins Venus, which of course has just moved into Virgo at 1 degree of Virgo, and that is nice and loving and sweet. That occurs precisely at 4:24 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 7:24 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 12:24 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So if everything else has gone wrong during the day, that's a sweet moment. The moon then also conjoins Mercury, which has just gone retrograde, at 4 Virgo at 10:19 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:19 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 6:19 a.m. tomorrow, Greenwich Mean Time. So lots of big shifting energy today. Our minds might be very restless, so let's keep our energy straight and our eyes focused as much as we can today. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, book it on my website, which is starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what.